You're not living your dream life right now because you're stuck in trauma stories that have been there for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And I guarantee you, if you follow these 5 steps, you're going to step in the flow, start manifesting the dream world into your life. Stay tuned. Hey, Scott Haug here, and step number 1 is stopping the trauma stories that are going on in your mind. Everybody's been through trauma. It's not just that physical trauma in childhood. The stories that are going on constantly in your mind are the things that are creating a force field that are repelling your dream life components, whether it be money, income, partner, dream home, dream car, whatever it is for you. The stories that are mentally playing out over and over in your mind are literally creating a force field. The story is in energy. So when we're hearing that over and over and over, what's really going on is we are stuck chronically in a thought pattern or a belief about our life and about how the world works. So those trauma stories could be, no matter what I do, I work so hard and I still don't have money. Or I don't understand why those rich and wealthy people seem like they're not working at all and I'm working my butt off and still no money. Or I just received $20,000 and now $20,000 of bills were just paid out, right? So in my mind, the story is one of victim, of blame, sometimes of self-criticism as well. I'm not good enough. I just don't feel worthy of love or worthy of money or worthy of wealth, whatever that is. Or for me, I feel like I don't deserve whatever that thing is, right? So these stories are created energies or force fields around us that get stuck in this chronic area of vibration. So it's not enough to just do your visualization tonight and think through what you want, or do your affirmation sheets to say over and over that you're wealthy. In order to manifest your dream life, you need to get behind your stories. So you stop listening into your stories and instead observe them. Step number 2 here is finding happiness now. I've been guilty of this so many times in my life. I still always have to work at it to really get mastery at all of this, just like everybody else. But what's really important is find happiness in everything you have today. Even if you're not living in your dream home, you're living in an apartment that's $500 a month. It seems like it's gonna the ceiling's gonna drop because the quality of the building that you're in, the neighborhood you don't like. Find the good. Find the happiness in where you're at today. Find the good that you do have a roof over your head and it's raining outside and you're not soaked. Find the good that you do have a stove, even if it's not the best one ever, that you can cook your food for you and your family. Find the good that says, you know what, I don't love this environment and this environment around me, the neighborhood or whatever it is, but I know that I do feel safe that the doors are locked and I have locking mechanisms on the windows, right? Find the good in your living circumstance today. If you have a company or business that you're going but you're at a plateau, find the good. Maybe you have freedom to work from home instead of 9-to-5 grind and driving someplace, or maybe something else. Find the good, find the happiness moments and stack those up. You're going to write 10 or 20 of them a day. I'm happy that. I feel good that. This thing is good in my life. You find that because right now, if you're so dissatisfied with what is, that's good. But if you're complaining and hating it, you're constantly putting out that same energy of this is no longer good. I hate this. I hate this. It's going to create a non-creative feeling for yourself. You're not going to create the reality you want from that area. Step number 3 is super simple, yet so many people miss it, and it's creating a plan. Create a plan on how to get that dream life and start looking at it. Now, yes, you're not going to plan out how the universe is going to manifest all the money, all the wealth, all the cars, the house, whatever you're dreaming of, right? You're not going to figure out how. But if you have a general plan on how you're going to take steps to start freeing yourself from debt, start creating income in a business or some side gig when you're working full time, saving more money, investing it rather than spending it, if you start planning out the habits that will get you there, you can start looking at one habit every week that you start looking at and solidifying, right? So if you have a plan, it doesn't mean it's going to go perfectly to your plan. You need to have flexibility in your qualities. You need to have resiliency in your qualities. But having an overall game plan of I want to go here and I know that I'm building a business today to get me there. It sounds so simple. But a lot of people look so short term. They need the money tonight, right? Or I need the good thing to happen tonight. Or I just need the new car by the end of the week, right? They're so short term, fast thinking that they forget what they're doing. They forget the overall vision that, you know what, today I'm going to heal myself more. Today I'm going to invest in myself, which long term is going to help create this dream life I'm looking for. I'm going to invest, even if it's $10 in my investment account or my brokerage account. I'm going towards my goal, right? So you look at your overall vision of your dream life and say, what habits can I start planning on creating for myself to get there? You're not planning out all the detail. You're not planning out exactly how things are going to go, but you're planning out the character you need to become to reach that dream life. Step number 4 is make sure your career aligns with your dream life. So many of us are stuck in 9-to-5 jobs. I get it. I've been there. It sucks. You're not in the place you want. But what we need to start doing is saying, what is my passion? What is my aligned career? What is the thing I really love to do? And how you find that, if you haven't already, what are the things you would do for free? If you weren't paid for any of this, what would you do for free? If you were sitting around a campfire with some of your friends and family, or those people that support you, not the people that don't, and you were able to freely discuss a topic, what would that topic be? What do you do in your free time? Right? Look at all these things and find what is the common area. Now for me, it was personal development. I loved it. In my personal time, I would study. I would read books. I would go on YouTube and venture into law of attraction. Right? For me, I always loved teaching. I was a teacher in martial arts, so I just loved that. I was good at it, and I loved doing it. Right? If I were to sit around a campfire, I would just talk about energy and mindset and manifestation. So that led me to the understanding, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm either going to coach, I'm going to become an author, I'm going to become a speaker, I'm going to do something in that area because I love it. Right? So what is that for you? It could be real estate. You love homes, you love the luxury side of homes, you love looking at the intricate details of a home, you love helping people find their perfect dream home, right? That could be part of what you're passionate about. Or maybe it's building a different type of business. Maybe you're in fitness and nutrition and love helping people, you love going to the gym, you love meal prep, you love nutrition, and you're like, you know what, I don't know if I'm going to become a personal trainer or own a gym or create an online course to help people lose weight, but I'm going to go in that area, right? So just make sure that your career is aligned with something, at least right now, that you feel good about, you feel excited for. Even if you're in a full-time 9-to-5 job, take 1 hour a week and start building out that career path. If you're already in that career path, just think more, what is going to light me up even more? What can I do for this world that I'm excited about? And then step 5, the golden key is integrate and practice, integrate and practice, integrate and practice, okay? Because I see most of my students that I work with, when they start with me, they're not good at integrating at all. They're great at studying. They consume hours of knowledge on YouTube. They watch all the YouTube channels. They read all the books. They got a great library of all the personal development books out there, self-help books. While they're in the car, they listen to the audio books. Right, that's great. But they don't practice what they hear. They don't practice the different mindset, the different beliefs, the different thinking, the different ways of being. So they're not great at integrating. My best students that I work with, they start there and then they become the best integrators. So what is integration? It just means taking an idea that you learn and applying it in your daily life, right? So if you took an idea of like mindfulness, you learn it in a book and you heard how great it is to meditate, or how great it is to be more present, or how great it is to have a spiritual practice. But you know about it, but you don't actually do anything with it. It's practically useless. So my best students, I say, integrate it. That's all we work on. Take this idea, what we're going to do together, and then we're going to integrate. And they integrate it, and sounds like magic, but they see results, right? Because it's about practice. Same thing with learning a language. What if you read a book on Spanish or Japanese or Chinese or whatever other language, and you just read it, but you never tried to practice speaking it? When you go out into another country and you try speaking the language, how good are you going to be? You're going to be terrible, right? But if every day you learned a new word and phrase in the language and then you practiced it, how good are you going to be? You're going to be a lot better than that other person who never practiced. So mindset is a way of being and a way of living, not a way of learning, not a way of knowledge. It's a pathway to living. So with all the manifestation, law of attraction, mindset, personal development videos, in order to start creating and aligning with that dream life, you have to integrate it. You have to become the ideas. So every week you say, what's one idea that I learned and how can I apply this to live it today? So take these 5 steps and run with it. Get behind your trauma stories. Don't be so absorbed in what you think the reality is, because it's probably not that way. It's trauma and wounds from childhood. I got a million other videos sharing more of that process of clearing out your child trauma wounds and things, and the things that are limiting you. Allow yourself to start creating that plan, aligning with the ultimate character and qualities that you want to be. Allow yourself to be in the alignment and passion for what you want to do. Align and integrate. Run with these ideas, and after this video, make sure you integrate. Make sure you practice these 5 steps. And it's not an overnight process. Every day think, long term, I'm getting there. I'm doing something about this dream life. And you'll start to manifest the key components, circumstances, situations in your life to get you there. The bridge of incense will be activated, and you'll ultimately start striving towards it as it comes towards you vibrationally. Okay? Work at it, try it out. Scott Haug signing off here.